Whoa, this truck is drifting like a pro, even though the wheels are sliding on the snowy, slippery surface. The truck stays perfectly balanced and keeps moving forward. Looks like someone was in such a hurry to take a swim. Oh no, this oversized truck is in trouble. It wants to make a U-turn, but the road is too narrow and there is not enough space to complete the turn. Looks like he was changing the tire, but accidentally let the wheel roll away. That runaway tire is definitely causing a bit of chaos. Oh, you want a little teaser for what is coming next? All right. After that runaway tire, things are about to get even more unpredictable. Will the tire cause some unexpected mayhem? Unbelievable. That sharp turn came out of nowhere, and the truck did not stand a chance. It is tipping over right on the edge of the bridge. Everything happened in the blink of an eye. Oh, wow. The rescue team showed up, but the tow truck just could not handle the sheer weight of the overturned beast. It is like the rescuer got overwhelmed by the very thing it was trying to save. Incredible. The hydraulic lift on the truck has clearly malfunctioned, yet the driver is still pushing forward like nothing's wrong, almost like they are deliberately causing chaos. Whoa. This truck is powering through that muddy water with such ease and confidence. Despite the thick mud and challenging terrain, it is moving smoothly without getting stuck. That truck did not even have a chance to get fully on board before it was already being lifted away by the ship. It almost looked the truck like is a tiny toy compared to the massive vessel. He did not just cut down a tree, he gifted the homeowner a brand new house in the most unique way possible. By demolishing the old one first, this is definitely a one-of-a-kind home makeover, quick and incredibly effective. Driving on snow with an oversized load in town, no wonder everything is so slippery. The truck is battling the slick surface, trying to keep control while pulling that massive cargo behind it. Here we have two massive trucks fully loaded with lumber, going head-to-head in a race to the finish line. The engines roar. Thick black smoke billows from their stacks, and the intensity is through the roof. Cutting a tree up that high is no joke, and look at that. The tree is pulling him along like a wild ride. This is a raw, adrenaline-pumping moment straight from the heart of a stone quarry where sheer skill and precision rule. That loader is not just brute strength. It is a masterclass in control and finesse. You are caught in the middle of the mountain, and right above you, a landslide is happening. What do? It is a heart-stopping moment where every second counts. He underestimated the danger and stepped into the sinking ground. Now, he is desperately struggling to escape. Every move counts as the earth gives way beneath him, turning the situation into a tense fight for survival. Woo, that pristine swimming pool, just got slammed by a falling tree out of nowhere. One moment it is sparkling clean. The next it is a chaotic mess of branches and leaves crashing right into the water. Standing that close to the roaring fire must be unbearably hot. Yet somehow he manages to control the massive vehicle right in the heart of the blaze. It is a mind-blowing display of focus, courage, and sheer determination. But with that loud thud sound, you can bet anyone doing this feels their heart skip a beat. Effective, but definitely nerve-wracking. Whoa, the scenery is absolutely breathtaking with those autumn colors lighting up the forest. But honestly, he is the real star of the show. This massive vehicle is stuck in the snow. Unable to get moving on its own, it clearly needs some serious help. Without assistance, it is just spinning its wheels and sinking deeper. Here it is, the champion of the competition. This beast of a machine conquered the challenge with power, precision, and unmatched strength. The tree may have fallen, but it is still putting up a fight, trying to throw him off balance. That tiny vehicle looked so small it is like he could just pick it up himself. The contrast between the size of the machine and the man is almost comical. Cutting a tree from that height now, that is serious business. Every move has to be calculated, because up there is no room for error. The driver was caught off guard as the truck began rolling backward down the slope. With no time to waste, he jumped out, scrambled for a rock, and rushed to wedge it under the tire in a desperate attempt to stop the runaway beast. That treetop snapped off and came crashing down like a hammer from the sky, just inches away from sending the man flying.
Woo! Yeah!
Like threading a needle at high speed, that truck just barely glided through the tight gap between the vans and the bus. It is the kind of driving that makes you hold your breath, waiting for a scrape or a bump, but nothing. You can almost feel the tension in the steel and the power in the engine as it fights against the weight of the forest. That bulldozer is living on the edge, literally, perched on a steep, unstable slope of loose soil and gravel. It is one wrong move away from sliding into the abyss. The fastest way downhill. Just grab onto a giant tree root and let the excavator do the rest. He hopped on the forklift like a total pro, smooth, confident, ready to work, but then he just kept spinning in circles. Cutting coconuts high up in the trees, this guy has to hold on tight with every muscle in his body. One slip and is a long way down. Now that is a heavyweight duo. This truck is hauling a massive bulldozer like it is no big deal, rolling through the construction site with sheer authority. This Scania truck is diving headfirst into muddy chaos, battling through a waterlogged road that looks more like a swamp than a path. If he slips even once, it won't just be a fall, it will be a full dive into disaster. Standing on top of that tank with a trimmer in hand. One wrong step and he is headed straight into a pit of pure stink. The ripples race outward, shaking the surface like a giant's footprint. The ramp is steep and narrow, demanding perfect balance and control. One slip could send the heavy machine tumbling off, so the focus is intense. instead of smooth. Controlled environments. It throws the truck into the wild mud, rocks, and ruts galore to see how the suspension really performs under brutal conditions. It is the ultimate stress test, way beyond what most cars face daily. The excavator tipped over during work, but miraculously managed to right itself, and thankfully, the engine did not stall. Looks like this tanker truck is way too heavy for the road. It is sinking into the asphalt like it is made of quicksand. Ooh. He just got flung right off the lift, like a human cannonball. That sudden kick from the falling branches must have sent him flying with serious force. They are dumping the trash, but seem unsure which way to go next, so spinning the dumpster around is the smartest move. Oh no! The excavator just touched down, but the truck's brakes have failed, and now it is rolling away uncontrollably. Whoa! That fresh branch bridging the two power lines is suddenly bursting into an intense Thor-like lightning spectacle right in broad daylight. This excavator and truck are like a match made in heavy machinery heaven, fitting together perfectly like two puzzle pieces. This is full-on water warfare. Those excavators are not just working, they are battling the rushing river head-on, splashing through wild currents and fighting to keep their footing. The oversized truck tries to climb the slope, but the rain has turned the ground into a slippery mess, and now it is sliding helplessly backward. Thanks for joining this wild ride through some of the most intense and unforgettable heavy machinery moments. From daring drifts and epic recoveries to nature as surprises and human skill.